Hi and welcome to another training video. And in this session, we'll be learning how to create new sheets as well as to place existing views onto the newly created sheets. To begin creating a sheet, you have to navigate on your project browser to the bottom. You should see a heading Sheets bracket All. Simply right-click on that heading, New Sheets, and Revit will ask you to specify the title block of your sheets. Since we only have an A1 matrix in our default template, we will proceed with the current A1 title block. This is your newly created sheets, and within these sheets, you will see your title block. A title block contains information of the sheets as well as the participants in the project, such as the contact of your architects, QS, contractors, engineers, owner, as well as other information pertaining to the drawings, such as project name, sheets name, and a few other parameters that will include whoever draws this model and who was the project manager that checking this model itself. You should see your newly created sheets on the project browser. To add a view onto a sheet, simply right-click on the sheet itself, Add View, and Revit will provide you a list of views in your project. You can only add one view at a time. I'll add my floor plan level 1 onto this sheet. Simply use the left click to place your views. Another way to add a view onto your sheet is under the View tab, Sheet Composition, View. Now I'm going to add my reflected ceiling plan onto the sheet number 1. Add View to Sheet. Once you place a view onto a sheet, Revit will provide you an automatic viewport. This is the viewport, and this is the view. The viewport contains information or name of the view. I am now going to change the name of my viewport. To change the name on your viewport, you need to select the view instead of selecting the viewport. So I'm now selecting the view with a left click, and in your properties menu, you need to scroll all the way down to a parameter named Title on Sheets. I'm going to name this Level 1 Reflected Ceiling Plan. For my floor plan, I'm going to do the same, rename, clicking on the view, scroll the way down on the properties menu, Level 1 Floor Plan. To adjust the line of your viewport, again, do not select the viewport. Instead, select the view with a single left click, and now you have two circles on both ends of your viewport which you can drag and adjust the line. Once you have your views onto a sheet, you can actually edit the views directly on the sheet itself. To edit your view in the sheet, simply double-click on the view that you want to edit on. Once you double left-click on a particular view, all other views on the sheet will be grayed out, leaving you no options to edit the other rest of the information on the sheets. However, you can now make adjustments onto the particular view. You can do absolutely everything in Revit, including dimensions, placing components, creating elevations, creating sections in this sheet view alone. Once you are done making adjustments in a particular view, simply do a right click and deactivate view. Doing so will allow you to go back to your default screen in your sheet. Again, double click on a view to begin editing in the view itself. After I'm done editing, right click and deactivate view to go back to the default screen. While you place views in your sheets, make sure that they are aligned. You can simply drag your views through a left click and hold. Make sure you see a blue dotted line before you release your mouse to ensure that both views are synchronized either in the X or Y axis. You can see my grids A, B, and C runs directly on the same Y axis throughout these sheets. I'll now create another sheet. We created a sheet using Sheets All, right click and New Sheets. There is another method to create a new sheet. Go to View, Sheet Composition, and you will find the Sheet button. Again, A1 matrix, OK. View, I'm now going to add my elevation view into the project. View, Sheet Composition, View. Again, make sure your views are nicely displayed on the sheet itself. Use the blue reference line as you move your views across. Ensure your viewport has the line synchronized with other views. You can use the arrow key to move your views on a sheet. Simply left-click on the view and use your arrow keys. This is how we place a view onto a sheet.